Today, we're jumping into something I think everyone feels, right? That sense that time's just slipping away, you feel overwhelmed, maybe pulled in a million directions, distractions everywhere.
Oh, absolutely. It's universal.
We all know time is, finite, you can't get it back. But the idea we want to explore is that how you use it. That's actually something you can control.
It really is. It's about conscious choices.
So our mission today is to unlock some fundamental techniques, really practical stuff to help you reclaim your time, optimize it. We'll look at some frameworks, some tools to help you focus on what actually matters most to you. Okay, so let's unpack this right away. This idea that being busy means being productive.
Yeah, the busy trap.
Exactly. It's such a common pitfall, isn't it? People often jump on tasks that feel urgent over the ones that are, well, genuinely important. Why do we do that? What's going on there?
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? And what's fascinating here is this isn't like a new problem. Dwight D. Eisenhower, the president, he nailed it ages ago. He basically said, I have two kinds of problems, the urgent and the important.
Okay.
The urgent are not important and the important are never urgent.
Yeah.
Such a clear insight.
Wow. Yeah.
Stephen Covey really popularized it later in the 7 Habits, but yeah, that distinction is absolutely central to managing your time effectively.
So urgent versus important. Can we define those a bit more clearly?
Sure. So urgent tasks.
Yeah.
They're the ones screaming for your attention right now.
Like that flashing email notification.
Exactly. Or a last-minute deadline someone just dropped on you. They have clear consequences if you delay them, right? Often immediate ones. And honestly, they're a huge source of stress. Burnout central.
Okay. And important.
Important tasks.
Yeah.
These are different. They contribute directly to your long-term goals, your values, what you actually want to achieve. They might not be shouting for attention this second. They need planning, thoughtful effort.
So like strategic thinking or personal development.
Precisely. Or building key relationships, working on that big project that's due next month. The stuff that really moves the needle long-term.
But we still get pulled to the urgent stuff.
We do. There's this psychological thing called the mere urgency effect. It's like this built-in bias we have. We tend to prioritize urgent tasks even when the outcome isn't that significant compared to important, non-urgent things.
Interesting.
It keeps us reactive, constantly putting out fires instead of like building the fire station.
Right. And I think that explains why so many people feel like they're just playing catch-up all the time.
Exactly.
Or treading water, not making real progress on what they actually care about. It's that confusion, isn't it? Urgent feels important, even when it's not.
That's it.
So how do we, cut through that panic? Is there a tool, a framework that helps?
Absolutely. And this is where the Eisenhower matrix comes in. You might have heard it called the urgent important matrix or the time management matrix.
Yes, the 4 boxes.
The 4 boxes. Simple, but really powerful as a decision-making tool. It helps you sort through the noise.
Okay, break it down for us. The quadrants.
Okay, so quadrant 1 is urgent and important. These are your do-now tasks, real crises, pressing deadlines, problems that need your immediate attention.
Like a major project due today.
Yep. Or that urgent client request that could lose you business if you ignore it. Stuff you genuinely have to handle right now.
Got it. Q1, do now. What's next?
Quadrant 2.
Pick that.
This is important but not urgent. These are the schedule tasks.
The planning zone.
Exactly. They contribute massively to your long-term goals, but there's no immediate deadline breathing down your neck. Covey called this the quadrant of quality.
Quality, I like that.
Yeah, because this is where highly productive, successful people tend to spend most of their time. It's things like working on that term paper due in a few weeks, strategic planning, networking, professional development, even exercise. It's proactive.
Makes sense. Being proactive, not reactive. Okay, Q3.
Quadrant 3 is urgent, but not important. These are the tricky ones. Delegate tasks.
Delegate.
Okay, so they feel urgent.
They feel urgent, they demand immediate attention, but they don't really align with your core goals. Often, they're about helping someone else meet their goals.
Like non-critical emails? Or maybe some meetings?
Perfect examples. Or doing little favors that pop up.
Yeah.
The urgency often comes from outside. It's not your priority, fundamentally.
Yeah.
If you can delegate it, you should.
Right. Protect your own focus. Okay, last one. Q4.
Quadrant 4. Not urgent and not important. Simple one. Delete.
Delete. Get rid of it.
Yeah, these are just time wasters.
Yeah.
Little to no value. Excessive social media scrolling, mindless web browsing, binge watching TV when you know you have other things you should be doing.
We all know those.
We do. Identifying them is key.
That clarity. Just laying it out like that sounds incredibly helpful. It feels like it could really cut down on that mental fatigue of deciding what to do next.
It does. You get this visual map, and you instantly see where your energy should go. You focus on the high priority stuff, not just the loudest interruption. But okay, for someone listening who feels like everything is urgent right now, how do they even start? How do you honestly categorize when it all feels like a Q1 fire?
Yeah, that's a super common feeling. And it loops right back to that mere urgency effect, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The key is you have to be really honest with yourself. Brutally honest sometimes. Ask, does this task actually move my long-term goals forward? Or is it just making noise?
Okay. So step one.
Step one, just list everything. Brain dump everything on your plate. Don't judge yet, just list it.
Okay.
Then go through each item. Ask, is it urgent? Is it important? Be deliberate. Assign it to a quadrant.
Got it. List, then categorize.
Then prioritize within the quadrants.
Yeah.
Especially Q1 and Q2. What needs doing first, and then you take action.
So it's a process.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it's not a one-time thing. You need to regularly review and update your matrix. Priority shift, new tasks come in. Keep it current.
Good point.
And another tip, if a task feels too big, too overwhelming to categorize, bring it down. Smaller subtasks are much easier to place in the matrix.
Makes sense. Like write report is huge, but outline introduction is manageable.
Exactly. And try not to clutter it. Some people aim for, say, no more than 10 items per quadrant. Keeps it focused. Oh, and color coding. If you're visual, that can be great. Maybe green for Q1, yellow Q2, blue Q3, red Q4, whatever works.
I like the color coding idea. What about like work life versus home life? Do you mix them?
Good question. You can, but often it's clearer to have separate matrices, one for professional tasks, one for personal. Helps keep those spheres distinct but managed.
Okay. Separate lists. Smart.
And one more powerful technique.
Yeah.
Practice. Eliminate, then prioritize.
Yeah.
Before you even start sorting into quadrants, scan your list for obvious Q4 stuff. Those time sinks.
Yeah.
Just cross them off immediately. Delete them first. It frees up mental energy right away.
Oh, I like that. Cut the fat before you even start sorting.
Precisely. And this all leads to a really crucial skill. Probably the hardest one for many people.
Uh-oh. What is it?
Learning to say no.
Ah.
Especially to those Q3 and Q4 requests that pop up. Things that are urgent to someone else but not important to you. Protecting your time for Q1 and especially Q2, that's non-negotiable if you really want to get control.
Saying no politely but firmly, that's a skill in itself. Okay, so we've used the matrix. We've identified our priorities, especially those important Q1 and Q2 tasks. Now, we actually have to do them, which isn't always easy.
Right. Knowing what to do is one thing, focusing and executing is another.
And that brings us to another really practical tool, doesn't it? The Pomodoro Technique.
Yes, the tomato timer technique.
Many people have probably heard of it, right? That 25 minutes work, 5 minutes break cycle. But what makes it really effective? What are the nuances?
Well, its beauty is its simplicity. It came from Francesco Cirio back when he was a student in the late 80s. He was struggling to focus.
Relatable.
Totally. So he grabbed a kitchen timer, shaped like a tomato pomodoro in Italian, and basically challenged himself.
Can I just focus, really focus, for one short burst?
And the structure is pretty straightforward. Very. You pick one task, just one. Set a timer for 25 minutes, and you work only on that task. No emails, no phone, nothing else. Laser focus.
Okay, 25 minutes. Then what?
Timer rings, you stop.
Immediately.
You take a short break, typically 5 minutes.
A real break.
A real break.
Yep.
Get up, stretch, grab water, then you repeat. Work 25, break 5. Do that 4 times.
4 Pomodoros.
Right. And after the 4th Pomodoro, you take a longer break, maybe 15, 20, even 30 minutes. Then you can start another cycle.
So it's not just about forcing yourself to work. It sounds like it's tapping into how our brains actually function.
Exactly. It's rooted in some solid principles.
Okay.
First, focus. That 25-minute container creates this like distraction-free bubble. It trains your brain to concentrate intensely for short periods. It can really help you get into that flow state.
That feeling where you're totally absorbed.
Yeah. It tells your brain, look, just focus for this little bit, then you get a rewarded break. It makes focus less daunting.
And procrastination. Does it help with that?
Hugely. Because starting a huge task feels overwhelming. But starting a 25-minute timer, that feels doable. It breaks down that initial resistance. It's just a series of small commitments.
Makes sense. Easier to just start.
And it improves your time awareness. You start tracking these Pomodoros, maybe marking them down. You get a much better, much more realistic sense of how long tasks actually take. I know when I started, I was shocked at how little focused work I could fit into what felt like a busy hour.
Yeah, I can imagine it forces you to be honest about your focus.
Totally. And the breaks, you asked if they're important?
Yeah.
Absolutely critical. They're not optional. They prevent burnout. They let your brain recharge, consolidate information. It actually aligns with our natural ultradian rhythms, these cycles of energy and rest our bodies have.
So the breaks make the work periods more effective.
Precisely. And finally, there's a motivational kick. Checking off those completed Pomodoros. It gives you this sense of accomplishment, visual progress. It's like a little dopamine hit that keeps you going.
Okay, but is 255 like the magic number? Does it have to be that?
Not necessarily. That's the classic starting point, and it works well for many. But the technique is super flexible. Some research suggests other ratios might work well too, maybe even better for some people or certain tasks, like 52 minutes work, 17 minutes break.
Oh, interesting. Longer blocks.
Yeah, or even longer, like 90 or 112 minutes with a longer break. The key is to experiment. Find what works for your energy levels, your attention span, the type of work you're doing, adjust it.
Right. Customize it. And those breaks really make them count, right? Step away from the screen.
Yes. Don't just switch from work email to social media. Get up, move around, stretch, look out the window. Let your mind truly reset. That's what makes the next Pomodoro effective.
Okay, so we have the matrix for planning, Pomodoro for focus,
Yeah.
but putting this into practice day after day, that can be tough. It's easy to fall back into old habits.
Oh, for sure. Implementing new strategies always comes with challenges. It's one thing to get excited about the idea.
Yeah, and another to actually make it stick.
Yeah.
So how do we integrate these without adding more stress to our lives?
That's the crucial part, isn't it? And there are definitely pitfalls to watch out for.
Like what?
Well, one big one is overscheduling.
Yeah.
You get excited about being productive, you try to cram too much in. Even using these techniques, that just leads straight back to burnout.
Right. Trying to do too much.
Another is perfectionism. People wait for the perfect system, the perfect app, the perfect moment to start, instead of just starting and adapting as you go.
Just jump in and tweak it later.
Exactly. And forgetting buffer time, not leaving any space between tasks, or not accounting for unexpected things popping up because, life happens.
Yeah, interruptions are inevitable.
They are. So the key thing to remember is that good time management is flexible. It's responsive. It's not about being rigid like a robot.
The system should serve you, not the other way around.
Precisely. It's a tool for freedom, not another cage.
That really resonates. And it links back to something we often suggest, right? Doing a time audit.
Yes. Such a valuable exercise, just tracking honestly where your time actually goes for a few days or a week.
It can be eye-opening.
Totally. You identify those time leaks. Maybe it's way more social media than you thought, or constantly checking email or getting pulled into conversations. You see where the minutes and hours disappear.
And then you can consciously decide if that's how you want to spend your time.
Exactly. And this connects back to quadrant 2 thinking. Remember that phrase? Investing time in making time.
Yeah.
It means dedicating real effort to those Q2 activities, the planning, the strategic thinking, setting up systems, learning new skills. That proactive work is what ultimately prevents future Q1 crises from constantly erupting.
So you're choosing to be proactive to create more space later.
You got it. You're building the dam instead of constantly plugging leaks.
Okay, so wrapping up, we've really dug into two core tools today. The Eisenhower matrix for getting crystal clear on priorities.
Urgent versus important.
And the Pomodoro technique for actually getting that important work done with focus.
Creating those bursts of concentration.
Yeah, they really are foundational tools, aren't they? For moving from feeling scattered and overwhelmed to feeling more in control of your day.
Definitely powerful starting points.
So maybe a final thought for everyone listening to chew on this week. I really like this quote. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities.
That's good. Schedule the important stuff first.
Exactly. Don't just let your calendar fill up reactively. Block out time for those Q2 activities. So the challenge for you listening, pick just one thing from today. Maybe try sorting your to-do list using the Eisenhower matrix tomorrow morning. Or commit to trying just, say, 2 Pomodoro sessions on a task you've been avoiding.
Just start small.
Yeah, experience that shift for yourself. See how mastering even these basics can start to turn time from feeling like an enemy into feeling like an ally on your journey, whatever that might be.